It appears like most people are falling into this trap, and the charts aren't telling the truth either. The whales are making fun of you and are adding to their stockpile. Stay vigilant. Please watch this video immediately. Here is the truth. Without further ado, let us go to the point. Important notice. A whopping $49 million in inflows were recently found to have occurred in Bitcoin and TEF, marking the 13th day in a row of increases. Massive, ongoing inflows like that indicate a degree of positive confidence not seen in a long time. People in the area are talking about how the bulls are getting ready, and the excitement is contagious. To be more precise, what are they preparing for? A chart-accompanied image has recently gone viral on Twitter, suggesting a massive bull run is imminent. With a little perseverance, you can understand the image's description in the caption. Also, the writer of this piece of art is absolutely correct. The fact that Bitcoin and DEFs are more than just a chess game is something that everyone seems to have forgotten. Our Bitcoin halving event was only a month ago. Furthermore, looking back in time, major bull runs are sparked by these occurrences. You won't see the effects right away, though. After the initial news-driven speculation dies down, the market needs time to settle. The market becomes quite volatile as a lot of individuals get involved in the excitement and speculation surrounding such a major event. The bullish effect of the halving may be muted by this increased activity. The actual consequences of the halving will become apparent once the market calms down and the panic fades. For example, Bitcoin's price remained largely constant following the halving in July 2016, but by December 2017, it had soared from roughly $650 to almost $20,000. For a period, the price of Bitcoin was approximately $9,000, but by April of 2021, it had soared to almost $60,000. These events in history demonstrate that although the immediate results of halving were positive, the overall outcome was negative. It was successful, but only in a limited sense. Once the market has stabilized, the true positive effects can be felt. Things start to become weird now. Since Shiba Inu tend to follow Bitcoin's price changes, this news should make them look dumb. But in reality, it's the complete reverse. People have transferred an astounding quantity of Shiba Inu to crypto trading platforms, according to data published by popular cryptocurrency trader and analyst Ali Martinez. Such behavior is indicative of a desire to sell. Shiba Inu, as far as the dog can tell, is an analyst for a cryptocurrency trading site. From May 14th through May 29th, the total supply of Shiba Inu coins available on cryptocurrency exchanges grew from over 144 trillion to over 147.5 trillion coins. The total value of Shiba Inus transferred to exchanges is above 4 trillion, or around 103 million USD. Curiously, the price of Shiba Inu surged by 21% in a matter of days beginning on May 29th, but after that surge, there was a 12% drop, probably because of the huge sell-off. There were two separate declines in the price. After a short attempt at a recovery, the Shiba Inu price fell 8.8% in the first fall, and then dropped 10% in the second crash. Based on this data, we don't understand why sellers are acting so pessimistic given the seemingly optimistic market scenario. The Bitcoin inflow for 13 consecutive days is enormous. At long last, it appears like the price of Bitcoin will be affected by the halving event. These improvements should be quite beneficial to Shiba Inu, one of the few cryptocurrencies who is making sales at this time. To be honest, I don't really get it. Here is the version of events that some people believe really transpired. People started selling Shiba Inus a few days ago due to the sudden increase in their price, a logical step for many investors to take as their goal is to secure a profit. Investors are apt to want to get their money out as soon as possible when prices spike unexpectedly. The market often acts in this way. A lot of traders sell when prices rise rapidly so they can be sure they gain from the increase prior to any possible decline. Consequently, the positive Bitcoin news is probably unrelated. Rather, it's a simple matter of individuals trying to profit from the sale of Shiba Inus. A recent increase in price. The price of Shiba Inus fell as a result of this selling pressure. However, things start to get intriguing at this point. The pattern of whales withdrawing Shiba Inu from controlled exchanges and the price of Bitcoin rising has gained steam in the past day. This pattern is most noticeable in whales. A famous Shiba Inu whale was the focus of crypto surveillance account LookInChain's attention today. About 58 billion Shiba Inu coins were removed from Binance by this investor. The American exchange Robinhood had 445 billion Shiba Inu tokens moved to a secret wallet by another whale. Over 500 billion Shiba Inu tokens have been removed from local market exchanges by whales. This pattern has emerged in the past day and has a worth of more than $13 million. What makes their actions intriguing is that they run counter to the norm. Who can you put your faith in at this point? Do most New South Wales investors own Shibas? In one camp, believing what they say. Their united acts demonstrate a wide consensus, which is why majority makes sense. When a large number of investors sell, it usually means they're all feeling the same way about the market. This group of investors has a knack for predicting trends that a lot of people buy into. Contrarily, it may be prudent to put your faith in the whales, who are typically larger investors with access to greater resources, knowledge, and data. Their bold actions may indicate that they are making strategic judgments based on new information or plans for the future. Seeing whales offloading. Shiba Inu from exchanges could be a sign of optimism for the future. Prices are going up, which could mean they're getting ready for a possible hike instead of a drop. Can you trust anyone then? The vast majority motivated only by short-term gains, or the whales with their keener eyes on the big picture. Your investing philosophy and risk tolerance will determine the outcome of this difficult decision. However, things begin to make sense now. It appears that most people are taking advantage of the recent increase in the price of Shiba Inu that we witnessed a few days ago. The whales, meanwhile, are stocking up on Shiba Inu in anticipation of a more general upturn in the market. Who can forget the incredibly positive Bitcoin news? 13 consecutive days of multi-million-dollar inflows and the imminent effect of the Bitcoin. It appears as though the whales are preparing for it. It appears that the whales are playing a longer game than the bulk of investors, who are more concerned with making short-term profits. Seeing the forest for the trees, they are preparing for what they anticipate to be a dramatic change in the market. This makes perfect sense, given that whales can afford to think about the big picture and plan for the future rather than focusing on short-term profits. Having maintained inflows into Bitcoin FS, their actions demonstrate optimism in an upcoming bull market propelled by factors such as Bitcoin. The whales are probably getting ready for a much bigger rise, while many investors are taking hasty profits. This divergence of opinion is only temporary. Short-term benefits vs. keeping an eye on the moves made by seasoned, knowledgeable investors can offer a better glimpse of what the market has in store for the future, and strategy reveals how different players in the crypto market approach things. If you want sound financial advice, though, you should look into it on your own. Not only that, though, looking at the big picture of Shiba Inu and exchange stats over the last several months reveals a pattern. The number of Shiba Inu dogs listed on centralized exchanges is slowly decreasing. The supply of Shiba Inu on exchanges has been trending downward for the past 10 months, according to CryptoQuant statistics, implying a building of scarcity that, should demand continue, might cause prices to rise. After reaching a high of 191 trillion Shiba Inu in 2022, the exchange supply has subsequently dropped to around 150 trillion. That most holding or selling now suggests it's probably just a temporary setback. When there is less of a supply of Shiba Inu on the market, there is more of a demand for them, and the price goes up. The long-term picture is still optimistic, and this trend lends credence to the notion that the recent selling is just a brief blip. This shortage is probably being capitalized on by the whales who are stockpiling Shiba Inu. Worth in the long run, demonstrates